Hi all, Cynthia here from MB Pretty Papers, up on the Crafty Maven Getaway today with a Sketch It Out Thursday layout. Here's the inspiration, and what I pulled from that is just bright festive colours. And this is the sketch, or the layout that I'm going to be lifting. It was a Paige Evans layout, but what I particularly took from it was the branch that come across the top and the bright colours, and then the photo sort of hanging below it. So that was what I pulled from that layout. So I've pulled out this stamp set and going to stamp 3 different size circles on the page, just using black archive ink. Of course, I'm planning on doing some watercolouring here. And I didn't want the ink to smudge. Well, not true watercolouring. I actually use Mr. Huey's Miss, but the idea is to make it look watercoloury, if that's a word. It is now. So I have my circles, and then I pull out the colours, which I kind of, in my mind, was what was in the inspiration piece. I pulled out orange and pink and blue and green. I'm not sure, after I did it all and I was putting it together and I had a look at the inspiration piece, I thought, not a whole lot of green in the inspiration piece, but anyway, it was a bright festive colour. I'm not too sure whether I just got it mixed up with what was on the sketch in the layout. There's certainly some green among all the leaves. So here it is. I've got the ink and I've added just a little bit of water to water it down, make it a little bit more fluent, and I'm going to just colour in all the circles with a range of colours. And a little bit more water there just to give it that water colour effect, so it's not all the same colour. As this is just straight cardstock, I thought I would tape it down to try to minimise the buckling that would occur. It certainly did buckle still, but whether it was less than what it would have been if I hadn't taped it, who's to know. Coming in with the pink now, colouring in some of the circles in pink, deliberately trying to have, as I say, different saturations, is that what you call? Coming in with the green, doing the foo colours in green, and then I come in with blue, and then just go back in and fill in some gaps with a few different other colours as well. I like the way this turned out in the end. Oh, didn't clean my brush off well enough there, so in the end I have to get up and go and wash my brush and come back and go again with the blue, trying to get a nice vibrant blue, not mixed up with the green. That's a bit better. Got sick of trying to dab a little bit out gently, so I just start to pour it out into the my little container there that I use to put my colours in if I'm trying to watercolour or do a bit of acrylic painting. I quite often use these little plastic things. They are the base of yogurts, so I'll buy tubs of yogurt, and this is what the little tub of yogurts sit in, and I just keep a big stack of them to use for just this purpose. Going in with some bright pink now, just to add some more colour, and going back over this pink that I have up here just to add, as I say, a variance in colour and make it more water effecty. So it's all done and dried, and I have actually changed a camera setup. So if you've been watching my films for the last, I don't know, maybe month, I've been saying during the film that you know, the light has been flickering and I'm really struggling to get it to film without, you know, the light just flickering, and I can't make it stop. So I dragged out the DSLR and have set that up to do the recording on. So, and I quite like it. It's nice and bright. I really noticed the difference. But I do fiddle around with the camera a few times just to make sure it's in the right spot, which it is right now, but for some reason or other I'm convinced that it's going to move because it is very, look, put it this way, it's clamps and zippy ties that's holding it in place. So I'm kind of expecting it to move or fall on me, one of the two. Anyway, so going through the papers that are in this month's kit from the Kitaholic Kit Club, and as you may have noticed, it's all papers from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio More Than Words collection. As always, the collection is gorgeous. And in the end, I decided to cut the circles out altogether. And actually, there's quite a few of those papers that, looking back now, I thought worked. See, even that looks quite nice, like that. And I could have left it like that. But in the end, I used this full sheet as the background. Not too sure whether I wanted it. So initially, I thought I would have it going across the top of the page and the photos below. But once I've sort of had it done, I just thought they look better on the side. So this is going down the side and the photos come out from the side of it. So just use some double side tape to tape that down. Now it's not, as you can see, it's not fully taped down. The edges where buckled are sticking up, and I like that look. I sort of like the gives a bit of dimension. Back one of the papers on this black floral, black and white floral, and then I back the other photo on sort of a watercolour circles as well. So there's a paper in the kit that has this watercolour effect to it, and which is where I got the idea of doing circled watercolours from. Still trying to figure out whether I want it across the top or down the side, but I'm starting to stick it down on last minute switch around here. So the photos are of our son Edward and my stepdaughter Carly, so his big sister. She was down recently and this was first day of grade 3, and Edward was so excited to have big sis take him to school. So he was beaming from ear to ear and showed her off to the teacher and some of his classmates, whereas Poss was a proud big sis, but got quite emotional when it was time to say goodbye and leave him, which was a beautiful moment, but we had to laugh a little bit. Me, the mother, I just walked out and said, "See you, Ed, see you tonight," because I guess I've had my moments of being emotional dropping him off at school, whereas this is the first time Carly was with him, so she got quite emotional and teary, which was lovely. So I went on the day. Carly and Carly's partner all went to see Eddie off on his first day of grade 3. Going through the thickers, so those black thickers there came with this month's kit, but I knew I had the word family in some thickers that I got in a previous month kit, so I pulled those out and I'm going to mix the two. So using the lovely and moments all for this month and the family from a previous month. So we have lovely family moment. Then I'm just going to go through the ephemera pack that come in this month's kit. Oh, first off, I pull out this bunch of florals there. You can see it. It's from Craft, and Pink Candy, something candy was it? Can't quite remember, but I think I show you the packet, so hopefully you can read it. And here I go through the ephemera pack and just pull out anything that I think might go with this layout. Pulling out a couple of these little tags and decide to use both of these ones because they are black or quite dark grey, which helps bring in the title, the black from the title, and there's a little bit of black in the photo, so it sort of just all ties it together. And then I use the flowers, and with the flowers I try to think that I'm trying to get a bit of blue in each of the clusters because there's blue in the watercolour circles that I've done. I use a little bit of pink in each of the clusters, and obviously a bit of black in each of them as well. So then I just go through, and as I pick each one up, I either put it in back into the container because I know I won't use it, or try to put it onto the layout, or set it aside where I think I might possibly use it. I like it, but can't quite decide where it could go. So, and this is pretty much the way I work through most of my layouts. And when it comes to clustering, I just pull out some stuff and then just go through it and see what will work and what won't work, which I think most people do. Swap out that tag that just says moments and add some more of these little words that come in it. So some of it is from the Cocoa Vanilla More Than Words collection, and some of it is from the cut aparts or the die cuts that we get in the kit, monthly kits. So I've just mixed them up a little bit. Thought I might use these 3 acrylic arrows there, but decide that the yellow really is the only yellow on the page, so pull them off. Pull out these little word phrase stickers that come in the kit as well, and I use a couple of those. This one just here that says love you, and another one that I said special day or something like that. That's it. It's all glued down. I have my journaling down talking about how, Pos took Ed to school, and that's pretty much it. I draw a scribbly border to match the stamping, and I am all done. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this process video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I love reading and answering your comments. Make sure you subscribe to the Crafty Maven Getaway so you don't miss out on any of the wonderful videos. Feel free to subscribe to my channel as well, NB Pretty Papers. Until next time, everyone have a lovely day, a lovely week, or a lovely month, and I will talk to you on the next video. Till then, bye.